Win the incredible Steigercraft 21DB Miami, powered by a Yamaha 200, in the ultimate season-long multiple-species subscriber-only fishing competition, the Fisherman's 2017 Dream Boat Fishing Challenge. Go to thefisherman.com and enter today. The fishing news is brought to you by Okuma.
Hey there, Toby Lapinski for the New England edition of the Fisherman magazine with this week's web video fishing forecast for New England. Now, fresh or salt, we're looking for the very best photos to share with readers in our Youth Angler Showcase, a new editorial gallery presented by the Fisherman and Steigercraft, which runs from June 1st through September 30th. Youth anglers must be 18 or under, and a photo release form must also be submitted with the photos in order to run. And you can email them directly to me at tlapinski@thefisherman.com or through our website at info@thefisherman.com, and all the details can be found at the YouTube card at the upper right-hand corner of your screen right now. As always, be sure to send the original, unedited, high-resolution photos, and for the release forms, you can print it out and scan it, or if you don't have a scanner, then just fill it out and take a picture and submit it right along with the submitted photo. But just remember, you do need to provide the release form for the images to be considered. And as a token of our appreciation, any kids who have their photos featured at thefisherman.com or in print will be sent a t-shirt and collection of fishing books from the Fisherman Library. All right, moving on into the reports. We're going to start off, as always, in Connecticut. And from fluke to sea bass and stripers to blues, it's really all happening right now in Long Island Sound. Stripers are pretty widespread if you're hunting schoolies to just around keeper size, but the larger fish, with some recently being landed up to the 40-pound class, remain scarce and pretty much related to the bunker schools, as you would expect this time of year. And some of the better fluke reports that I'm getting am coming off of Clinton, around Fishers, and on over on the Long Island side, up inside Peconic Bay. And speaking of Peconic Bay, if you didn't happen to catch it in this Monday's e-newsletter, check out the recap of a night bluefish trip that I recently took aboard the Blackhawk. We ran across Long Island Sound and loaded up on bluefish well into the high teens. I'm pretty sure that Greg will be heading back over there this Friday night, so give the boat a call, double check, and reserve your spot. And then down in Rhode Island, black sea bass season opens on the 25th of May with a 15-inch minimum and 3-fish bag limit. I haven't heard too much about throwbacks being landed just yet by the flukers, but with good catches right now being made in Long Island Sound and over in Massachusetts, it really should start off on a high note. And fluke fishing has been kind of up and down with tons of shorts being reported by some, but there's also some quality fish mixed in it well. Captain Tony of Booked Off Charters had a couple of really good trips recently getting his boat limits, but what I fear with those shorts, I haven't really heard if a lot of them are just barely short or if they're legitimately small fish, but you know, it kind of fills one of the concerns that we had with the increased fluke size limits might be coming true in the form of increased throwbacks, which leads to a much higher level of mortality. So there might be a major downside on the horizon with those new limits. We'll just have to wait and see. Then up in Massachusetts, there's a lot going on this week, from stripers to flounder to haddock. Striped bass really invaded Massachusetts waters this past week or so with a massive slug of sub-legal fish being reported, and with a push of some bigger fish, up to 50 pounds landed in the last couple of days. The canal has seen a good slug of 20 to about low 30-pound class fish that I've been hearing. This is kind of expected coming up on this new moon, not a surprise to anyone that follows how things happen in the canal. But what's really good is that this action continues on out of the canal into Cape Cod Bay on up to the South Shore and Boston area. And if bottom fishing is more your game, then both flounder around Boston Harbor and haddock out in the Gulf of Maine are really good bets right now. The first really large flounder started being caught this week with fish of 21 inches landed aboard Little Sister charters. And then haddock fishing is, as some are saying, the best they've seen in years. The fish are still being found in relatively shallow waters of the Gulf, with some real slammers pushing 10 pounds being caught. And even got word from the Yankee fleet, who did a recent overnight trip, that they got a 70-pound halibut on that outing. That's our first big halibut of the season that we've heard of. So there's a lot going on up there. All right, well, there you have it. I'm Toby Lapinski for the New England edition of the Fisherman magazine, wishing you tight lines if you head out onto the water this weekend.
The fishing news is brought to you by Okuma. Win the incredible Steigercraft 21DB Miami, powered by a Yamaha 200, in the ultimate season-long multiple-species subscriber-only fishing competition, the Fisherman's 2017 Dream Boat Fishing Challenge. Go to thefisherman.com and enter today.